Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I am super excited to continue our new series called Insular Industries. In this week's show, we will cover narrow web machines that service many needs in a number of different industries. Yet they too have cultural blind spots because they have not always learned from the larger machines that made the very raw materials they use. In this short clip, we will cover roller alignment, roller deflection, and threading. I know your time is precious, so let's get started. There is no standard definition of narrow webs per se. However, anything clearly less than 3 feet or 1 meter wide could be considered narrow. Machines such as these run a truly staggering variety of materials in a wide variety of industries. Most raw materials for narrow webs are composites. Consider the simple label that may have a paper top, an adhesive, a silicone release, and a film liner. Among the more unique industry segments, we find packaging materials and nonwoven products, both often very complex constructions. We will focus on the most glaring web handling design limitation of many narrow web machines. That is, the use of cantilevered rollers instead of the far more common simply supported. Cantilevers are supported on one end only, while simply supported rollers are mounted or supported on both ends. The result is that there is a perpetually loose front edge that is unavoidable. As seen in the diagram, the weight and the tension force on the top roller both go down, while on the bottom they oppose each other. That means the top roller bends down a lot, while the bottom roller may bend down a little or up a little. The net result of this cantilever design choice is having both roller deflection and roller misalignment being an order of magnitude or more greater than simply supported roller of a similar size. So, why does the narrow web industry often make this design choice that is unique among all of the web industries? One reason they give is that threading is easier. This may be true, but consider that 10-meter wide paper machines with more than 100 rollers are threaded at speeds of excess of 2,000 meters per minute and can do so in a couple of minutes. Medium width machines are no less impressive and can also be threaded in a couple of minutes or even less than 1 minute. Is the narrow web industry so pressed for production that they need to cut machine and web quality? Another reason often given that it is cheaper to build a cantilever machine than a simply supported machine. That may be true, but only if you give up the hair's breadth alignment and the hair's breadth deflection standards that other industries regularly practice. If you hold narrow webs to the same standard, the cantilever would be much more expensive. These topics are covered in many design manuals, including my quarter-century-old roller book, a bestseller and still in print, and the must-have 750-page Web Handling Handbook. A similar version of this discussion can be found on Web201.15b on this all web handling channel of YouTube. There is a best of both worlds compromise design that is called Semi-Cantilevering. It achieves tight roller alignment and deflection standards while still preserving threading ease. However, as we opined, that machine would be more expensive than pure cantilevering. I guess you get what you pay for. Like many other industries, The narrow web was slow to move to load cell tension feedback and control. They also did not always maintain traction on rollers as design speeds increased. Film and paper know well when and how to groove rollers to handle air. Narrow webs, not so much. The great dangers of general rules is that they may not apply well in all situations. Here is one. That is, ribbon-like webs would not benefit from simple support. Another is that roller grooving is not needed for slow speeds and webs that are rough. The questions for narrow web machine designers is then, when is narrow enough? And when is slow enough? Only the science of web handling has those answers. In short, you should know the rules and the trade-offs before you break the rules. Thank you so very much for joining me in this Insular Industries mini-series. Please join me next week where we will end our discussion of cultural handicaps by critiquing the step and repeat forms industry. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.